Parmenter on the inside, Bruno Maury up top off turn 4. Green flag goes in the air for the first time tonight for the feature of the gear stocks here at McKean County Raceway. Parmenter, Maury, side by side. They were glued together essentially through 1 and 2 for the first time. Maury, he is trying to reel in the race leader of Parmenter, who has got about a half a car length advantage off turn 4. Parmenter will lead lap 1 and clear Bruno Maury. Mike Parmenter, he has cleared Bruno Maury, slides up in front of him. Maury now trying to take the low line through 3 and 4. Battle for third behind him. Zach Hamer, Joe Skinner, although Skinner gets a little sideways coming off turn number 4, kicks up some dirt and loses some time. Hamer gets a little sideways off turn 2, loses distance. Bruno Maury, the top 2 stay within a car length of one another. Parmenter with the race lead off turn 4. Maury to his inside as they head down the front straightaway. Mike Parmenter with the race lead. Maury continuing to take a peek to the inside off corner exit, but this time pulls right up alongside of the 34 machine. Some contact is made as they head through 3 and 4. Now again off turn 4. Maury is there, side by side. He gets to the left corner panel of Mike Parmenter. Can't complete the pass. Now Parmenter slides wide. Maury to the inside. Again, side by side for the race lead. Maury's got the top spot as they head into 3 and 4. Yellow flag goes in the air, debris in turn number 2, and that's going to bring out the caution. 4 laps down, 11 laps to go. Flag does so now, 11 laps to go. Green flag goes back in the air. Parmenter's got the race lead. Hamer took a peek to his outside. Parmenter shut the door. Now Maury and Hamer will go side by side through 1 and 2. Lead them onto the back straightaway in Parmenter. Maury now falls back to 3rd. Hamer takes over the number 2 spot, climbs the ladder through 3 and 4, and here comes Maury again side by side. Can't pull up alongside Hamer off turn 4 though. Hamer takes over the number 2 spot solely now off turn 2 and down the back straightaway. Zach Hamer trying to reel in the 34 of Parmenter. Problems here on the front straightaway. The 5 car of Matt Grisby has gone very slow, has gone idle, matter of fact. Comes to a rest here in turn number 1, and the yellow flag is back in the air. Laps down, 10 laps to go. Green flag goes back in the air. Parmenter jumps out with the race lead, but again, Hamer, he has a great launch, stays right there with them. This time has his nose stuck to the high side. Can't complete the pass back. Here comes Bruno Maury, hard charging on the inside. Side by side, wheel to wheel for the race lead. Contact is made. Oh, and Maury and Parmenter get hooked together off turn number 2. And there goes Zach Hamer by both of them for the race lead. Oh, Zach Hamer goes wide off turn 2. He's off the racetrack. Now he comes back on side by side for the race lead. It is Hamer and Maury who has recovered from that incident with Parmenter. Off turn 4, Hamer continues to lead the way. Again, Hamer goes way wide off turn number 2. Identical to a lap ago where he went off the racetrack on the back straightaway. This time, it opens up the door wide open for Bruno Maury, who slides by. He takes over the top spot, halfway down, halfway to go. Bruno Maury has the race lead in his control now. Zach Hamer trying everything he can to try to find a way to get it back from him. They head through 1 and 2, slinging their machines to the bottom of the racetrack. Maury pulling away off turn number 2. Now Zach Hamer falls to the back of Parmenter, who went wide off turn number 2. Now they head down to the front straightaway. 5 laps to go. Oh, problems in turn 3 and 4, right in the middle of turns 3 and 4. The 69 of Skinner has gone around, and the yellow flag is back in the air. Field lines up off turn 4. Green flag goes back in the air. Zach Hamer, an aggressive restart, dives to the bottom of the racetrack as they head through 1 and 2, and he is side by side for the race lead with Bruno Maury. Off turn number 2, a half the car length advantage goes to Bruno Maury as they head down the back straightaway and sling their machines through 3 and 4. Maury pulls away off takes it down the front straightaway. Mowry doesn't have him clear just quite yet. Now he does as they enter turn 1. Bruno Mowry with the race lead. Contact in turn 3, leaning on one another was Zach Hamer and Bruno Mowry. Now Hamer to the bottom of the racetrack. Again, side by side battle for the race lead and some more contact. Somehow Hamer kept it off the back bumper of Bruno Mowry. A car length or two separate the top two now, coming to 2 laps to go. This time through 3 and 4, Hamer climbs the ladder, rides that high momentum down the front straightaway. Mowry all the way at the bottom of the racetrack through turns 1 and 2. Hamer started there, washed up in the middle group, but continues to hang tight within striking distance of Bruno Mowry. Through turns 3 and 4, white flag goes in the air. One more time around here, the Costa Supermarket Pier Stocks feature event at McKean County Raceway. Mowry's got the race lead. Hamer again washes up the racetrack, loses a bunch of time off turn number 2. It is all Bruno Mowry through 3 and 4 for the final time. Onto the front straightaway, checkered and American flag being displayed. Bruno Mowry's going to score the victory in the Costa Supermarket Pier Stock main event. Hamer across the line in second, Harmon in third, Gerhart in fourth, and Ryan Johnson rounds out the top 5. Bruno Mowry, winner of the Pier Stocks feature event here tonight on our July 5th special at McKean County Raceway. You got the job done, man. How'd you do it?
Well, it got a little rough there, and I just had to play the way that they had to, so it came out in my favor, so I'm happy about it.
That was my next question. It's a good segue. I was going to ask you, walk us through your mind, or what was going on through your mind when you and Parmenter got hooked up there coming off turn 4.
Well, I gave him the benefit of the doubt. It was kind of like a little bit of a chopping there, and after about the 3rd or 4th time, I figured it's time for me to go. I'll leave it at that.
You've put it in victory lane a lot here this year at MCR and across the other tracks in the area. Anybody that you want to thank on this ride?
There's a whole bunch of people. First of all, I'm really... Did it just shut up? I stink at the interviews, but I'll do the best I can. There's Mo Kempty, he does the motor. A whole bunch of the guys out here have the same motor as I do, so that's why the racing is so close. There's Mowry's Auto, Animal Graphics, Evie for running around for me all the time. Joe helps me out. There's Pat Nugent, Valley Tire. We're going to leave it at that.
Congratulations on the victory.
Thank you very much.
One more time for Bruno Mowry in the 48.